If you checked your engine oil right now, and it looked like a chocolate milkshake, would you even know what went wrong? Not dark brown, not black, white, creamy, almost foamy. That is exactly what I found on a completely ordinary Tuesday morning when I was doing a routine check before a long drive, and in that moment I felt something I had never felt about my car before: genuine fear. Because I knew, even without fully understanding it yet, that what I was looking at was not normal. And what I found out in the next 48 hours completely changed the way I think about engine maintenance, but not in the way you think. If you have ever seen this on your dipstick, or if you have never checked your oil and you are not sure what you would find, stay with me through this entire video, because what I am about to walk you through could save you anywhere from $500 to $4,000. And if this is the kind of content that makes you think differently about your car, hit subscribe right now, because this channel is built entirely around the things nobody in the automotive industry has any financial reason to tell you. So let me take you back to where this started. It was a Sunday evening, nothing unusual. I had been driving the car normally for weeks, short commutes, a bit of highway. The usual routine: no warning lights, no strange sounds, no leaks in the driveway. Nothing that would make a reasonable person think anything was wrong. The car felt completely normal, and that is the part that still unsettles me when I think about it, because the car felt normal right up until the moment I discovered it wasn't. I had been meaning to check the oil for a couple of weeks, not because I was worried, just routine, the kind of thing you keep telling yourself you will do tomorrow, and then tomorrow keeps becoming next week. Sound familiar? Finally, on that Tuesday morning, I popped the hood, pulled the dipstick, wiped it clean, dipped it again, and pulled it out to check the level, and I just stood there, because the oil on that dipstick was not oil. It was a thick, pale, milky substance that looked nothing like the amber or dark brown fluid I was expecting. And in that moment, my brain did something interesting. It tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was just condensation. Maybe I was imagining it. Maybe it had always looked like that, and I had just never paid enough attention before. But it had not always looked like that, and I was not imagining it. The first thing I did was check the oil cap under the hood, and what I saw inside that cap is when I knew this wasn't normal. Most people see this and panic, because milky oil usually means one thing: water inside the engine. But what most people do not realize is that water can get there in very different ways. And not all of them are serious. In fact, one of the most common causes is something so ordinary, so completely preventable, that when I found out it was the likely explanation in my case, I actually laughed. There was a thick, creamy, almost mayonnaise-like residue coating the entire inside of that cap, pale, unmistakable. And that is when I felt it. This might be serious. And this is exactly where most people make a very expensive mistake. The first cause, and the one that sent me into immediate panic, is a blown head gasket. The head gasket is the seal between the engine block and the cylinder head, and it's right at the boundary between the oil passages and the coolant passages. When that gasket fails, coolant can leak directly into the oil system, mixing with the oil and turning it that distinctive milky color. A blown head gasket is a serious problem. It can lead to overheating, further internal damage, and if left unaddressed, complete engine failure. And yes, fixing it properly is expensive, but here is the important thing: a blown head gasket almost always comes with other symptoms. The engine typically runs hot. You might see white steam from the exhaust. Coolant levels drop noticeably over days or weeks. The car may struggle to maintain temperature if none of those things are happening. A blown head gasket becomes significantly less likely as the primary cause of your milky oil. The second cause is a cracked engine block or cylinder head. This is the most serious possibility, the one that mechanics dread, and fortunately also the rarest. A crack in the engine block allows coolant to enter the oil system in the same way a failed gasket does, but the repair is far more complex and typically involves either a full engine replacement or machining work that can cost more than the car is worth. But again, this almost always comes with dramatic symptoms: severe overheating, rapid coolant loss, misfires, white exhaust smoke. If your car was driving completely normally right up until you found the milky oil, this is unlikely to be the cause. And this is where most people stop thinking and start panicking. and I almost did the same. And then there is the third cause, the one I was not expecting at all. And this is the part where everything changed. It was not a failure. It was not damage. It was something I was doing every single day. Without even thinking about it, the cause was condensation. Simple water condensation forming inside the engine because of short trips in cool weather where the engine never fully reached operating temperature. When this happens consistently over days and weeks, moisture from normal combustion processes condenses inside the engine and mixes with the oil before the engine ever gets hot enough to burn it off. The result is milky oil, no blown gasket, no crack, no internal failure, just a pattern of driving that I had fallen into over the past 6 weeks. Short commutes, cool mornings, shutting the engine off before it ever fully warmed up. Slowly turning my perfectly healthy oil into something that looked like it belonged in a fast food cup. And that is when it hit me. The problem was not the car, it was me. Now think about your own driving habits, because if you are taking short trips regularly, 5 minutes to the grocery store, 10 minutes to work, quick errands, your engine may be doing exactly what mine was doing. Accumulating moisture in the oil system because it never gets warm enough long enough to burn it off, and the next time you check your dipstick you might find exactly what I found, not because something is broken, but because of how you have been using the car. I want to be completely honest with you about what I did next, because if I was wrong about this, if I ignored it and kept driving, this is exactly how small problems turn into engine failure. So I did not assume. I spent 40 minutes going through every symptom I could check myself. Coolant level exactly where it had been the last time I checked. No noticeable drop. Engine temperature gauge normal, holding steady during warm-up. Exhaust no white smoke, no unusual smell. None of the secondary symptoms of a blown head gasket were present. Everything pointed toward condensation, but I still wanted to be absolutely sure before I did anything. What I did next is where the practical part of this story comes in. And this is the part I want you to remember, because it is the difference between an expensive repair and a free solution. I changed the oil immediately, completely draining the contaminated oil and replacing it with fresh oil and a new filter. Then I took the car on a 45-minute highway drive at full operating temperature, not stop and go, not short trips. A proper sustained drive that brought the engine fully up to temperature and held it there long enough to burn off any remaining moisture in the system. And then the following morning I checked the dipstick again. Clean, clear. Amber, exactly what engine oil is supposed to look like. But I did not want a temporary fix. I wanted to make sure this never happened again, because the real problem was not the oil, it was how I had been driving the car. So I started looking for something that could protect the engine between oil changes, specifically for short trip drivers like me. And this is the part I almost ignored. And that would have been a mistake. What I found is a high-quality engine oil treatment containing TIFI and detergent additives designed to keep oil passages clean, reduce moisture accumulation, and provide a protective layer on internal surfaces during the cold start phase. I was skeptical, so I tested it. 2 weeks after the oil change, I checked the dipstick again. No residue, clean amber oil, no buildup on the cap. That is when I realized this was not just fixing the problem, it was stopping it from coming back. I have linked it in the description along with the head gasket leak detection kit. I used to confirm there was no internal damage because that kit gave me the peace of mind to not spend $3,000 on a repair I did not need. And here is the part that stayed with me long after the oil was clean and the car was running normally again. Milky engine oil lives in that space between obviously fine and obviously broken. And that space is exactly where the automotive industry makes the most money, because fear in that space drives decisions that are almost always more expensive than they need to be. A mechanic who tells you milky oil always means a blown head gasket is not necessarily wrong. It can mean that, but it does not always mean that, and the difference between knowing which situation you are actually in versus just assuming can be the difference between a free oil change and a $3,000 repair. Because here is the truth that most people never hear. Engines do not fail suddenly. They warn you slowly, quietly, in ways that are easy to ignore if you are not paying attention. And the difference between someone who catches this problem for $50 and someone who pays $3,000 for the exact same problem is not luck. It is attention. It is whether they noticed early or waited until it was already too late. Be honest, when was the last time you actually checked your oil? Not just changed it. Because I think most people watching this have not checked it in longer than they want to admit. And if this video just made you walk out to your driveway and pop that hood, share it with someone who drives. Because this is exactly the kind of information that prevents four-figure repair bills. And most people will never hear it unless someone tells them. Because sometimes, that milkshake is not your engine failing. It is your engine warning you, and most people do not realize that until it is already too late.